Hello everyone, this is Mohammed Sohrab and you are watching Evolve Sage Virtual Learning. If you like our videos, then please subscribe this channel.
Our today topic is cost accounting. So guys, let's go to our today video. Okay guys, we know that accounting is divided into two specialized fields. One is cost accounting and second is financial accounting. And cost accounting or managerial accounting is prepared for internal users. Who are our internal users? Internal users are people who are within the organization, like owner, managers and employees. They use cost accounting data and they evaluate how efficiently and effectively they are performing their operations and what is the area of improvement. So what is cost accounting, how we do cost accounting, we will learn all this in different series of videos. Alright, this is our first video and I will prepare number of videos unless we know each and everything about the cost accounting. So what we will learn in these videos, we will learn what is cost accounting, how we do cost accounting, and how cost accounting affects on our decision making process. So all these things will be covered in our number of videos that I am going to prepare for you guys. So let's discuss what is cost accounting. Guys, cost accounting is accumulation analysis of cost and charging that cost to product and services in order to establish stock valuation. Here, according to this definition, we are going to do two most important tasks in cost accounting. This is one of the simplest definition that let us know that what we are going to do in cost accounting. So according to this definition, we are going to do two most important tasks in cost accounting. One is accumulation of cost and second is charging that cost to our product and services. Guys, you can see here that bringing raw material from supplier and delivering finished goods still to customer, we incur different costs. So we incur different costs, and here in cost accounting we need to accumulate all those costs. Why actually we accumulate different costs? So that we could know about the cost of per unit, so that we can know about the cost of goods sold and the cost of per unit that we are going to sell our customer. On the basis of that cost, we will set our prices of our product and services. So it is so necessary that we should have clear picture of what is the cost. So it is so essential we should know about the different costs which were associated with our product and services. So guys, let's discuss what is accumulation of cost. As I said you earlier that bringing material from supplier and delivering finished good till to customer, we incur different costs, and accumulation of those costs is necessary so that we could know about the per unit cost and the total cost that we incur during the operations, so that we can associate their cost to our product and services. For making products, we require raw material and we purchase that raw material from our supplier. So this is called cost of material. And then when this material reaches to our manufacturing area or factory, then we have required people who convert that raw material into finished goods. When we hire those people who will convert that raw material into finished good, definitely we will pay against their services. So this is called as labor cost. So here we incurred raw material cost, and then when this raw material reached to our factory or manufacturing area, then our labor convert that raw material into finished goods. People who convert raw material into finished goods, we against their services we pay them some salaries and wages. So here we incurred another cost, that cost called cost of labors. Okay, first cost we incurred here when we purchased raw material from our supplier. So this is the cost of raw material. What actually we are going to do here, we are accumulating our costs. So when we purchased material, we incurred a cost, that cost called cost of material. Then when this material reached to our company manufacturing area, then we hired people who converted that raw material into finished good. So against their services we definitely pay them. So that paid amount called as cost of labor, and this process will remain continue unless the finished good reach to our customer. So we accumulate the cost of all this process in order to determine the prices of our product and services. When we will get to know about the whole cost, then according to that cost we will decide the price of our product and service. So it is so necessary that we should know about the cost which we incurred during the whole process, which start from procurement and delivering. So guys, here we will discuss this cost in more detail, and we divide cost as per their functions. There are different functions or divisions in a organization where we incur different costs. So our first task in cost accounting is to accumulate all these costs which we incurred in during different stages in a company. So as I said you earlier that purchasing raw material from our supplier and delivering finished good till to our customer, we definitely incur some costs. So here we divided this whole cost into 5 functions. So the first function is production cost. Production or manufacturing cost. Production cost is the cost which incurred during production process. These costs consist on 3 main elements. One is material cost, then second is labor cost, and then third is expenses, other expenses. Definitely for making any product we definitely require raw materials. So raw material cost includes obtaining raw material and receiving within the organization. So this is raw material cost. This will be considered as raw material cost. Then we incurred labor cost. What is labor cost? Labor cost mean we required people who convert this raw material into finished good. So when they will convert raw material into finished good, we definitely reward them in the form of wages and salaries. So this amount of reward will be called as labor cost. And third cost that we incur during production process or production functions, which we have incurred in production function, is expenses. These expenses are neither material cost or nor labor cost, but are very essential to be incurred. These expenses includes different utility bills like gas bills, electric bills, telephone bills. So these expenses are very essential to be incurred during the production process. It also include on rent of production area or manufacturing area or department. So these are different costs which we incur during the process of production. When our product is converted into finished good, then we incur another expense. That expense is selling expense or selling cost. So what is selling cost? It is an indirect cost that incurred in promoting sales and retaining customers. The product which we have prepared. Now we want that our customer buy their products, and this process, now we incur different expenses related to this process, and these expenses are being incurred in selling department or selling divisions. So what kind of expenses or costs are being incurred in selling department or selling divisions is advertising cost, promotion cost, salary commission to salesmen, and sale department rent. These are different costs which we incurred in our selling division. Whereas another cost that we incurred after selling cost is distribution cost. What is actually distribution cost? It is an indirect cost which incurred in making the packed product ready for dispatch to customers. So when our product is ready and we dispatch it to our customer, during that process definitely we incur different cost. These costs includes packing cost and wages to packer, the person who is packing our products. Definitely we will pay against that service, and then we will have some drivers who will deliver our products. So the payment we make to our drivers, that will be part of distribution functions. And then dispatch clerk, who is also part of distribution department, we also pay him salaries or wages. So this cost is also part of this process. Then we pay rent of our warehouse. This will be considered as cost of distribution. So these are the different costs which we incur during distribution process. So now we'll discuss what is administration cost. Guys, every company have these departments, and these department definitely incur different costs. So what kind of cost actually distribution administration department incurred? These costs includes office expenses, accountant and auditor salaries, general manager salaries, and rent of this department. So these are the costs which are being incurred by the administration department. So what is actually administration cost? Administration cost is indirect cost which we incur during different administration tasks, and these administration tasks includes office preparing different files and statements which were prepared by auditors and accountants. So these are the different costs which we incur during administration process and administration work. So these costs will be also counted as the process which we are discussing, and that process is accumulation of costs. So we will accumulate all these costs. We should accumulate all these costs in order to determine the price of our product, and we will get to know at what price we should sell our product to our customer. So unless we know about these costs, we will not be able to decide the price of our product. So it is so necessary that we should accumulate all these costs so that we can determine or select a price for our product, and these costs will be charged to our products and services accordingly. So another cost that we incurred in this process is research cost. Research costs. What is research cost? Research cost is before making any product and services, we definitely incur some cost, like we do some research and service and research. During that process definitely we incur different costs. So all those costs will be considered as research and development costs. So guys, these are the different costs which we incur during this process, and the first task of cost accounting was accumulation of cost which we did here. We determined what kind of cost we need to accumulate, and when we accumulate our cost and associate those costs with our product and services, then we perform different analysis on it, like what will be the amount of our sales and what will be the profit if we sell our product on different prices. So different tasks and different analysis are being performed on the basis of these costs, and we also check which department is incurring more cost and how efficiently and effectively that department is performing different duties. So these costs are being determined through this process. So hopefully guys, this was a nice session for you all. This was a very introductory video which I prepared for you all guys, so that we got to know about what is cost accounting and what we are actually going to do in cost accounting in our upcoming videos. So hopefully this was a nice session. We will meet in our next video, its second part.